There comes a time in every person's life when they stand at a crossroads. On one side is comfort, the familiar, the easy, the safe. On the other side is growth, the unknown, the challenging, the path that demands more from you but also gives more to you. Most people spend their whole life standing in the middle, waiting for the perfect sign, the perfect timing, the perfect opportunity, and while they wait, life passes them by. My friend, let me tell you something powerful. The perfect time will never arrive. The stars will never all line up. You don't need perfect conditions, and you need a perfect decision. The moment you decide to rise, the moment you step forward with courage, is the moment your transformation begins. Success doesn't belong to the hesitant, it belongs to the bold. And if you're listening right now, that means greatness is calling your name. The only question is, will you answer? I want you to imagine something right now. Imagine waking up tomorrow morning with no limits. Imagine looking in the mirror and seeing not the person you've been, but the person you know you were designed to be. Picture yourself walking into the office, the home, the marketplace with your head high, shoulders back, and confidence radiating from every step you take. Now, think about your dreams, the ones you've buried under doubt, fear, and excuses. Dust them off. See them clearly again. That business you wanted to start, that skill you wanted to master, that relationship you wanted to restore, it's all still possible. It's not too late, and you're not too old, and you're not too broken. The truth is, you've got more potential inside you than you've ever tapped into. Success is not reserved for the chosen few. It's not locked away in some vault. It's waiting for the person bold enough to believe, disciplined enough to act, and determined enough to keep going until the victory is won. And that person is you. You were born with gifts, talents, and seeds of greatness inside you. You don't need permission to grow. You don't need approval to win. All you need is the courage to step into the possibility that has always been yours. My friend, the future is not something you wait for. It's something you create. And today is the day you start painting your masterpiece. Every great change in life begins with a single decision. Not a wish, not a hope, not a half-hearted maybe someday, but a firm, clear, unshakable decision. The moment you say, enough is enough. I will no longer settle for less than I was created for. That's the moment your destiny starts to shift. Think about it. Success doesn't wait on circumstances. It doesn't wait on the economy, your neighbors, or your boss. It responds to the person who finally decides with every fiber of their being, this is my time. This is my moment. This is the day I take control of my life. Decision creates direction, and direction creates destiny. The people who climb mountains, build businesses, raise strong families, or change the world are not the ones who had everything handed to them. They are the ones who made a decision and refused to turn back. You can't ride two horses with one behind. You can't chase two rabbits and catch either one. At some point, you've got to plant your flag, take your stand, and say, this is where I'm going, this is who I'm becoming, and nothing is going to stop me. When you make that kind of decision, your mind wakes up, your energy rises, and doors start opening that you never even saw before. Why? Because life respects clarity, and the most powerful force on earth is a human being who has decided they will no longer live small, but live tall. Discipline is the difference maker. Everybody wants success. Everybody wants the prize, but not everybody wants to pay the price. You see, dreams are free, but the journey costs discipline. Discipline is doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. It's getting up early when the bed is warm. It's saving the dollar when you'd rather spend it. It's making the call when fear whispers, not today. And here's the truth. The first step of discipline feels heavy, but the second gets lighter. And by the 10th, you've built momentum that nothing can stop. Momentum is magic. Once you get moving, opportunities start lining up, doors start opening, energy starts compounding. What seemed impossible yesterday becomes unstoppable today. And it all begins with the small, consistent choices you make when no one is watching. Discipline is the engine that turns average into excellence, potential into performance, and intention into impact. Without it, talent rusts, passion fizzles, and dreams die in the graveyard of what could have been. With it, you become a force of nature, steady, strong, and unstoppable. Every great champion, every great leader, every great success story is built not on flashes of inspiration, but on foundations of discipline. You don't drift into greatness. You discipline your way into it. And once you do, momentum carries you further than you ever dreamed you could go. Your attitude is your altitude. It is the difference between soaring with eagles or scratching in the dirt with chickens. Life will always hand you challenges, setbacks, and disappointments, but your response to them, your attitude, decides whether you rise above or sink below. Two people can walk through the same storm. One comes out bitter, broken, and beaten. The other walks out stronger, sharper, and smarter. What made the difference? Not the storm, not the rain, not the wind. The difference was the attitude they carried in the middle of the fight. Attitude is not something you're born with. It's something you choose every single day. You can choose to see problems, or you can choose to see possibilities. You can choose to complain about obstacles, or you can choose to climb them and use them as stepping stones. A positive attitude doesn't mean you ignore reality. It means you face reality with faith, with hope, with confidence. It means when others are saying, "It can't be done," you're already rolling up your sleeves saying, "Watch me." Here's the truth. Skills can take you to the top, but only attitude will keep you there. Knowledge will open the door, but attitude determines whether you walk in with courage or walk away in fear. You've got to guard your attitude like treasure, because it is. The right attitude turns losses into lessons, setbacks into setups, and trials into triumphs. The higher you want to fly, the stronger your attitude must be. So ask yourself, do I want to crawl through life, or do I want to soar? If you want to soar, lift your attitude, because your altitude will follow. When the storms of life come, and they will, motivation may fade, energy may weaken, and even your discipline can feel like it's running on empty. But faith, oh, faith is the fuel that keeps the engine of your life running when everything else says quit. Faith is believing in the harvest even when you're still planting seeds in dry ground. Faith is walking into the ring knowing the fight is tough, but declaring victory is mine before the bell even rings. You see, faith is not some wishy-washy hope. Faith is a rock-solid conviction that your future will be greater than your past. Faith says, I don't care what it looks like right now. I don't care how heavy the load feels. I will not stop, because I know something bigger is working in my favor. Every champion in history has faced a moment when it looked impossible, too big, too strong, too far, and every single one of them leaned on faith when their strength ran out. Faith whispered, one more step, one more punch, one more try, and that one more made the difference between defeat and destiny. Faith doesn't erase the fight, it fuels it. It gives you stamina when the night is long, courage when the fear is loud, and hope when the road feels endless. Faith builds fire in your heart that no storm, no critic, no obstacle can extinguish. So when life knocks you down, don't just look at the ground, look up. Stand back up with fire in your eyes and say, I was built for this battle, I was made for this moment, and I will not quit until victory is mine. Because with faith in your corner, you are never fighting alone, and that, my friend, makes you unstoppable. One of the greatest traps that steals joy and kills momentum is the lie of perfection. Too many people refuse to celebrate because they're not there yet. They say, I'll be happy when I hit the big goal, and when I buy the house, and when I land the job, when everything looks perfect. And while they wait for perfect, they miss the power of progress. My friend, progress is proof that you're moving. Progress is proof that you're growing. Progress is proof that you're not where you used to be. Don't despise the small wins, because small wins stacked day after day create unstoppable victories. Think about a mountain climber. He doesn't wait until he reaches the peak to celebrate. Every step upward, every ledge conquered, every obstacle crossed is a victory. Why? Because it means he's one step closer to the summit. Perfection is a mirage. It will keep moving the moment you get near it. But progress is real, tangible, and powerful. It builds confidence. It builds courage. It builds momentum. And momentum, once it starts rolling, is almost impossible to stop. So celebrate the 5 pounds lost, even if the 50 aren't gone yet. Celebrate the dollars saved, even if the debt isn't cleared yet. Celebrate the one step forward, even if you've got 100 more to take. Why? Because victory is not one giant leap. It's 1,000 little steps in the right direction. The truth is, perfection isn't required for success. Persistence is. Consistency is. Progress is. So throw away the chains of perfection and pick up the joy of progress. Because when you learn to celebrate every win along the journey, you'll never run out of reasons to keep climbing. Now listen closely, because this is the moment. You were not put on this earth to drift, to barely get by, or to simply exist. You were designed for success, engineered for greatness, and equipped with seeds of victory planted deep inside you. But those seeds won't grow sitting in the dark. They grow when you decide, when you discipline, when you lift your attitude, when you fuel your faith, and when you celebrate every step forward. The power is already in you. All you have to do is unleash it. Today is not just another day on the calendar. It's your day. The day you choose courage over comfort. The day you silence excuses and ignite action. The day you stop waiting for the perfect moment and start creating the life you were meant to live. So rise up, step forward, speak to yourself with conviction. I will not quit. I will not shrink. I will not back down. My time is now. My breakthrough is here. My destiny is waiting, and I am running toward it with everything I've got. Because the truth is simple. The world is not waiting on someone else. The world is waiting on you, and it's your turn to shine.